Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for our next Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 304. And today what is old is new again, and we're going to be playing with product that I am almost positive, if you've been crafting for any length of time, you may already have in your stash. And hopefully I'll show you a different way of using it so you can pull it out and remember why you loved it so much that you bought it the first time. Then I'm also going to be playing with that product to show those of you who have never seen it before just how amazing it is and just how easy it is to use. I've got Ranger product for you today. I've got Stampenda's product for you today. I've got Aladdin product for you today, and we're gonna have a super great time. Truly, this is a fun YouTube. So, we also have the Shop That Did Not Hop coming up soon. The Shop That Did Not Hop sale, and that is an event here at Scrapbooking Made Simple that is like no other anywhere else at any type of store. It is a sale for those of you who love deals or who want to make the most of your crafting budget. We have dies and embossing folders literally at 90% off, sometimes more than 90% off. We've got companies like Trimcraft and DoCraft and Kaisercraft and Sizzix and Couture Creations and Ultimate Crafts who are letting us sell their product for prices that you will just never see anywhere else. This event starts on July 12th at 9 a.m.-ish, sunny California time. And the reason I say 9 a.m.-ish is there's over 2,000 items that we have to load. And SMS Girl and Lena and I are sitting there clicking load, one by one. Oh! So at 9 a.m. Saturday, July 12th-ish, the Shop That Did Not Hop sale will begin, which means this is my last YouTube until after that event ends. This is my last Saturday with Stacey class until after that event ends, and it ends on July 26th. Yes, it's both in-store and online, absolutely. Yes, you can shop in-store and then go online shop there too, because obviously online has an infinite amount of space, and we can put a lot more product up online, and I'm kind of limited to my wall space here in the store. But for these types of deals, for a set of Tim Holtz embossing folders that retailed for $10.99, they're down to 99 cents. You need to watch the terms and conditions of the sale. You can find those here on our YouTube channel, or you can go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Right underneath the categories is a link that says the Shop That Did Not Hop sale. Click that and the YouTube will be there for you to watch as well. We want everybody to have an amazing time with the event. But the terms and conditions are really important that you understand so that you can make an informed decision if this is the sale for you. Now, as long as you have your orders into us prior to 9 a.m. July 12th, sunny California time, that means it would be noon in New York and like 5 or 6 p.m. in the UK and early Sunday morning in Australia. You have to have your orders into us before 9 a.m. on July 12th for anything that you want to have, anything that makes your heart happy, because then it will ship within our standard shipping time frame. But once it hits 9 a.m., any orders that come in after that will be part of our ships when it ships sale. And that means that if you've just ordered 3 rolls of Stacey tape, you're going to be waiting a really long time for them. So get your orders in before 9 a.m. sunny California time, July 12th. And then I'll be back on July 27th with another YouTube and exclusive product because the Shop That Did Not Hop event will be over. We're being frozen. We're frozen this year. So Queen Elsa will have left for home back to Arendelle. I'm Queen Elsa for all the days. And then we go back to our normal time frame. So watch the YouTube about the Shop That Did Not Hop. Be ready. It's a great sale. And then today we've got, like I said, what's old is new again. And I think that when you remember why you love these so much, you'll be encouraged to get them out and play with them again and use what you've got. And for those of you who have never seen them before, well, be prepared to go, oh, because it really is amazing. and affordable. This YouTube is crafting on a budget. I have got things for you that are priced for $1 so that if you have to make inexpensive gifts to give away, you've got them right here. And because we're doing this YouTube before the sale, you'll have them in plenty of time to start making your Christmas or holiday gifts. So I'm gonna do winner chicken dinner, and then we're gonna start for today, all right? It's good to see everybody, and please follow us on Facebook so you can follow the Shop That Did Not Hop event. And remember, you don't have to have a user login to go onto Facebook. The Scrapbooking Made Simple Facebook page is public. You don't have to be a member of Facebook to see what we're doing. You can check in on us all the time and see what's going on. You won't be able to post a comment, but that's okay. No big deal. You just want to see all the happenings anyway. So visit us on Facebook because we'll be doing videos from the Shop That Did Not Hop, and it's so much fun. I hope that many of you are able to join us. If not here in the store, then online, because we've got lots of free gifts for you too, but that's later. Okay, I'm gonna do winner chicken dinner. Are you ready? Our first winner chicken dinner, and that was from YouTube number 303, which was you're like, what does that mean? The sequins, and you went up and they were one color, and then you came down and they were the other color, and we had those exclusive die-in stamp sets from Art Gone Wild and Friends or Inky Antics, and the sequins, you went up and it was one color, and then you petted them down and it was another color. It is so therapeutic for me to play with those. I can't even tell you. But we have winner chicken dinner. Do you want to hear if you've won some of that product? Okay, our first winner is Michelle. Hello, Michelle. How many Michelles out there are going, is it me? Is it me? I'm Michelle. Hello, Michelle. But if you're Michelle Santiago, well, today is your woohoo kachoo day, let me tell you. Let's see. Hello, Michelle. There you go. You know what that means, right? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo for you. But you're not alone, because we always give 2 away. Who is our next winner chicken dinner? And you're going to receive the exclusive Scrapbooking Made Simple conch shell clear set from Inky Antics and Scrapbooking Made Simple, and reversible sequins to play with. All right, if you're, oh, I almost said this wrong. If you're, I was going to say Lauren, but it's not Lauren. It's Laureen. That narrowed it down quite a bit, didn't it? How many Laureens are out there? Laureen Borby. Hello, Laureen Borby. Is that you? Are you going, ah? Because if you are, you're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo for you. Congratulations, Michelle and Laureen. I'm so happy for you. You're going to have fun just petting the sequins. Oh my gosh. Now, how do you claim your prize? It's so easy. Go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Look under the link that says winner chicken dinner. Follow the instructions. We will confirm that you are indeed our prize winner, and then get your prizes out to you just as quickly as possible. Do not wait. You send us your email as quickly as possible. You only have 30 days from the original air date of this YouTube. Don't let your prizes go to the land of misfit prizes. Oh, so many of you do, but then we use them for our anniversary sale where we give away 100 prizes. So congratulations to the both of you. I think you're going to have a good time with that. I have got the make and take going on downstairs, and they're going to be doing what I'll be doing during the Shop That Did Not Hop event. During that event, if you come to our store, not only am I dressed as Elsa, but the whole store is decked out. I mean, it's amazing. We're closed for 4 days prior to, just to get the store finished. But I also sit at my demo table, and for every single person that it comes in and is willing to wait, well, I will make them something special just for them. They get to pick the colors. They get to pick what it looks like. It is custom just just to you if you're able to get to our store, from me to you. And what we're going to be doing today is some of what I'm going to be doing during the shop that did not hop. So I thought I'd bring it to you a little early so you could see. And I know those of you online can't always get to the store. You're far and wide. We've had so many wonderful customers come in. We've had people come in from Australia, and we had Texas via New Mexico. Actually, Texas via Hawaii via New Mexico. We've had Canada in the past week. So we know not all of you can get here. We get that. Please know that we have got free gifts for you too during the Shop That Did Not Hop event. Free gifts for as long as supplies last. And I have a fabulous die-in stamp set that's free to you. And I have our exclusive 2019 Shop That Did Not Hop pin that's free to you, and a few other goodies that will find their way into your package once it finally ships, because it's a ships when it ships. But just know, we value you online peeps just as much as we value our in-store peeps, and we have not forgotten you. You will have lovely goodies in your package too. Promise. Big hugs from all of us here. All right, so I'm gonna tilt on down. I'm gonna show you what's going on downstairs. My tripod and I have been fighting most of today. So far the tripod is winning. It doesn't say much for me. So far the tripod is winning. So I'm gonna tilt on down, but then I'm gonna have to adjust. I don't know what I've done to it. It's off, it's tweaked. I have no clue what I have done, but I will figure it out. And now I've got a few weeks to figure it out before my next YouTube class. So here we go. I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get started. YouTube number 304, working with Perfect Pearls from Ranger, brand new stamps from Stampendous, Aladdin Eye Zinc Diamond Glitter, and whoever knows what else gets thrown in here. All right, down I go. Are you ready? Bye. See, now it's tight. See, I don't know. There we go. So I'm tilting down. Oh, it wasn't so bad. I don't have to adjust all that much. I'm gonna tilt. Woo! Too much. Okay, me and my tripod. You can tell we're very high tech here, right? Okay, there's no studio here, it's me. Now I'm gonna tilt in. And I think I'm gonna just scooch. It's better for me to scooch this over than everything else. I think we're gonna call it done. Can we call it done? What do you think? Oh, a little bit down. I'll tighten that up just a little bit more. I have no clue, guys, what I did to my camera, but okay. We'll figure it out. All right, this is the free make and take they're doing downstairs. How cute is this, right? It's a wood ornament by Doris for $1, right? For $1. And look at, you can see how big it is because you can see it in my hand. So you know that it's not teeny, teeny, tiny. It's several inches. Gosh, I want to say at least 6 inches. And wait till you see how we color it. But I'm going to start at the very beginning because I have to assume that not everybody has seen Perfect Pearls before. And before I even play with them, I still feel like I'm slightly off. Well, okay, my husband would agree with that. Mr. SMS would be all, yeah. Okay, so this one's open. Before I start to play with them, I really want to talk about how they're packaged because I find it to be very important. All right, so I've got some colors here, and there's 23 colors currently of Perfect Pearl. They retail for $2.99, but then they're going to be on a YouTube Yummy, and I'm going to tell you, one jar of Perfect Pearls is going to last you a very, very long time. Now, in the beginning, they would put the Perfect Pearls logo in the print on the bottom of the jar. So if you wanted to see what color it was, you had to turn it over if you wanted to read that this is Forever Red. Then they switched it up and they started putting the logo and the color on the top of the jar. So now I know that this is Perfect Gold. But usually when you're using them, at least I do, I'll take and turn them all over so I can see all the names and everything facing me. The only problem with that is I have taken my Perfect Red and I have opened it up with the lid being on the bottom, and my Perfect Pearl just went psh all over. It is a powder, so you can clean it up and try and get it back into your little jar. It is a powder, but If you can avoid doing that, this is me telling you, you need to pay attention. If you end up turning them all over so you can see the names and the logos, then you may end up doing, and I just grabbed it and just turned it and I didn't even think about it. If you're going to have older ones that have the name on the bottom, be sure that you open them right, because you don't want to then turn all of these over and then so they match that and then accidentally open these on the bottom. They made it a little challenging, I'm gonna say, but I'm hoping that the packaging now has everything on the top. But those of you who may have some older Perfect Pearls, just be aware that the name on the bottom means if you open it up, you're going to just spill it everywhere. And it is a powder, so you can put it back, but if you can avoid that, I would highly recommend it. Now, we're going to be playing with something called Versamark today. And Versamark is a embossing medium. It is clear. It's on a stamp pad. Yes, you can get a re-inker for it so that you can re-ink it up. Yes, it comes in a little mini pad. Absolutely. It even has an oops pin. So Versamark comes in every shape and form you could possibly hope for. My Versamark pad is pretty ugly. It doesn't bother me. Oh, here's one that's a little bit cleaner. So this is a little bit cleaner and this is a little bit more dirty. It's got embedded glitter and an embedded embossing powder. That doesn't bother me one bit. It still works fine. No, Doris, I'm still not going to open up a new one. SMS girl Doris, she's like, I could never use that. Yes, you can. So if I need to re-ink it, I just buy the Versamark re-inker and put more ink on it. And it is an embossing medium, so it's a clear medium. And what embossing does is it allows you to stamp something, throw embossing powder over the top of it, and then heat set it. But we're not going to use our Versamark for that today. We're going to use it for something a little different. We're going to use it with the Perfect Pearl. But before we even get there, I want to show you one of the benefits of Versamark when you just want to make a background. You're looking to make a mat for your layout, or you're looking to make a mat for your card, but you can't find the exact paper and you don't want it to just be blah, you want it to be maybe a little subtle. Versamark is going to allow you to do what's called a watermark image. So I'm going to do that for you really quick so you can see what it is I'm talking about, because some people forget that you're able to accomplish that with a Versamark. And sometimes you're making a card and you need it to be more subtle, or you need to make your own background paper because you just don't have anything that's working. I'm going to use my gush pad, and actually I think I'm going to bring out my bigger gush pad. This is a gush pad, simply refined, and it's used for stamping. It's a stamp pad. It allows the stamp and the paper to really touch each other because it's gushing down into it. Gives you really, really, really good contact. And I'm going to be working with a stamp set from Stampendous that just released. And I chose these because of course we're gonna be frozen for the shop that did not hop, and hello. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a clear block and I'm going to stick my cling stamp on it. Now my stamp, this is a red rubber stamp that has a cling on the back, so it will cling to my block and then it'll come off my block, and then it'll cling to my block and then it'll come off my block. We use DoCraft blocks and currently we are sold out of them. So if you don't have a block, if you're like, Stacey, I don't stamp that much, I may want to do this, but I don't want to have to go buy a whole set of blocks. Okay, if you've got a Big Shot machine, a Big Kick machine, a Vagabond machine, a Plus machine, a Spellbinders machine, what do you have that has plates, regardless of what color they are, that you sandwich your dies through to send it through your machine? If you have those plates, you pretty much have a clear block. And you say, but I don't do any die cutting, Stacey. I don't have that. Okay, be creative. That's what we are, right? Be creative. Okay, so here's a stamp set from Stampendous. Super cute, right? I could cling this right to the back of my, you just need something that is kind of a high gloss and non-porous for it to cling to, and then you can use it. Just be creative if you don't have your own block, and figure a way, because you could even just lay it flat here and ink it up and put your paper right on top of it to get that image over. The blocks are nice, and boy, the Do Crafts blocks are so affordable. I just know that we're sold out of them, and I'm not sure if or when we're going to get them back. So I don't want you to hesitate and think you can't do this because you don't have a block, because you absolutely can. All right, I'm going to ink up my stamp, which I have now done, and you can see it's clear. So you can see the reflection that it kind of looks wet. And I'm going to use it as a watermark first, before I even bring into my Perfect Pearls, which means I'm going to stamp here with it, and then I'm going to re-ink just to make sure that I've got it everywhere, and I'm going to stamp maybe here with it. And see, my stamp is hitting my paper, which is sinking down into my gush pad, giving me really nice contact, which is what you're looking for. If you're stamping on a hard surface, you've got no place for that stamp and that paper to gush into. And then maybe I'll ink it up again. And maybe I'll do just a little bit over here. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. And I didn't use this up here, so I can do this one up here. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. What is she doing? I don't see anything. Oh, I gotta do just a little bit in that corner. Just a little bit. That corner is screaming for something. Okay. Better. Okay. Can you see the watermark? Now, if I leave this just like this and let it dry, it will dry with that subtle watermark on it, so that you've got black paper, but you've also got black paper that's got that beautiful snowflake all over it. But it's not bam in your face snowflake paper. It's bam in your face snowflake paper. It requires you, as they move the card, or they move the layout, or they move the mixed media or altered art, that's when that image becomes visible. If I just let Versamark dry. So if you need to make your own background for something, pull your stamps out, pull your Versamark out. Does it have to be on black paper? No, of course not. We could do it on colored paper. Absolutely. Ink up really good. And 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I want to give good all over pressure. Oh, you can see that my nails, we're practicing on what my nails are going to look like for Frozen. All right. So A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, no chest compressions. Pull it up. And can you see the watermark is there? Subtle, yes, but there. And as it dries, it will stay there, so that it adds just some dimension and element to your plain cardstock without being over the top. You can do stripes, you can do flowers, you can do stars, you can do snowflakes, whatever background stamps you have. If you've got flowers, just like I did, so it's not a background stamp. I made it a background stamp by just moving my stamp all over it. Now I've put some in the corner. Then I could put some up here and over there. Just because you don't have a background stamp doesn't mean you can't make it a background stamp. And the Versamark just works so lovely. And when it's all dry, there it is. So that's one of the benefits of Versamark that people don't necessarily remember to use. They know about it when they're going to heat set with embossing powder, but this is a really good way to use it as well. Now we're going to play with Perfect Pearl. And I'm going to start very simple. I'm just going to, again, ink up my stamp. And if I needed to, if I had arthritis or my hands were a little bit of a trouble, I could lay my paper right on top of my stamp and give a nice back massage, as opposed to stamping into the gush pad. because you know you're going to make really good contact here. You just got to make sure you give it a nice back massage all over. And then let's pull up. There's my image. And now I can take my Perfect Pearl and play. So I'm going to start with just one color. Let's put that there. I'm going to play with just one color. And this is the Perfect Pearl. It's the pearl color. So I'm going to open it up. And again, it's just a powder. And I'm going to use the Ranger brush that they use for Perfect Pearls. It's kind of like, it's not, it's obviously not as big as a fluff brush. It's kind of like a medium-sized little fluff brush. You may have something similar from makeup, or go to Target or the Dollar Tree or something like that and find something like this. It definitely is different than a brush that has a point tip, which we will use maybe a little bit later. But if you've got something like this, then go ahead and use it. And if not, Ranger sells them, and they're not very expensive at all. So the thing with Perfect Pearl is that less is more. You don't want to stick your brush in there and grab a lot of powder and then put it all over. You want to go less is more, because you don't want to waste your powder. You can always add to your project, but it's hard to take away. Kind of like if you add too much garlic. Now I know somebody's out there going, you can never have too much garlic, Stacey. Well, I don't do garlic. I'm allergic to it. So if you add too much is just too much. I recommend that you take your Perfect Pearl and you put a little bit on your brush, and then use that lid and put it right into that lid and tap it right off, so that you're using that lid almost as a palette. And then you can pick some up. And another key thing about Perfect Pearls is not to press so hard. You want to use a nice little light touch when you're swirling it all over. A nice little light touch. You don't want to push down so hard. You're not painting. You're kind of just fluffing and just being like a cloud, and a nice little light touch all over. And I'm picking up that Perfect Pearl out of my lid and adding it on top. And if I need a little bit more, I can pick up a little bit more and put it back in my lid, because then whatever I don't use in my lid will go back in my jar. And I'm just kind of swirling lightly, a nice light touch. And make sure I've got the whole design covered. In the intensity I want it to. The more I add, the darker the design will become. And I think that's pretty good. So that's where we're at. So I just lightly kind of swirled all over. Not heavy, I'm not painting. I'm just kind of buffing. Then I'm going to put my lid back on, because I know me. Then I'm going to take my big old fat makeup brush that I got from the Dollar Tree or Walmart or Target, and then I'm going to give a really good brush. And look what I've got. It's beautiful. It's got a foil look. It's got a metallic look, but I didn't use foils. It just is, it kept the detail. Can you see the detail that it kept? It didn't lose that, because that powder is so fine. All the little intricate details of this beautiful Stampendous stamp is there for you to see, with just a powder and some Versamark. Really very, very simple. But what if you wanted to use more than one color? Okay. Let's bring my gush pad back over, my stamp on my block, my Versamark. Let's ink it up really good. I can see in the reflection that I've inked everywhere. Let's give it a nice press. So I want to give a good all over pressure without doing chest compressions. I want to make sure that I've got all of the little tips of the snowflake and my center. So A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what I've got. Oh, that looks really good. You can see the watermark. But I want to use more than one color. Okay, let's do that. Let's use more than one color. I'm going to start, I think, with a dark blue. And I'm going to pick a little bit up, as I said before, a little bit on my brush. And then I'm going to put it in my lid, so that way if I don't use it, it goes right back in. And I'm going to add a little bit to the center of my snowflake. And again, I'm just going over it lightly. I'm not painting. I'm just kind of dusting it. Very light dusting. Okay, that's where I'm at so far. Now let's move to another color. And I'm going to use, this is turquoise. Look at the color there. Kind of meh, right? But wait, let me put a little bit in my lid. And then let me come back around the outside of that blue, the deep blue. And again, I'm just kind of dusting it. Just kind of dusting. And I think that looks pretty good. We're getting there. And then, now see, I didn't use a lot, so I'm going to put all of that. That's going to go right back into my jar, so I didn't waste any. And now I'm going to use that pearl color again. Into my jar. Now, because I'm doing it all on the same, I don't really dust out my brush, and because it's dry, it's not a wet application, so I can move my perfect pearl here and there and everywhere to make sure that I've got all coverage. It's not a wet brush, it's a dry brush, so you don't have to worry about cross-contaminating, because it doesn't. I'm just lightly dusting. So that's where I'm at now. And then I'm going to take my big brush. Oh, I should have dumped it back in. Should have done that first. I'm going to take my big brush and swirl, swirl, swirl. And then I'm really going to go in there and really kind of wipe it down, get it down. All right. Okay, so see all the different colors? Beautiful, right? Looks like foil. Now, this is where everybody differs. This is where everybody decides yes or no. They make their own decision. This will take a little time to dry. The Versamark will take a little bit of time to dry. And while it's drying, can you smush this? Yes, you sure can. Look at that. Smush. That's very sad. If you want to make sure that your perfect pearl does not disappear, the easiest thing to do is to just take a little mini mister with some water in it, and you literally just mist right over the top, and that sets your perfect pearl. Doesn't harm your cardstock at all. It dries perfectly flat. I did this one earlier, and this one has been misted so that your perfect pearl doesn't get all over the place. Now, if you let your Versamark dry, people have both. Different people do different things. Some people swear by the misting, that you have to mist it. Other people say it doesn't matter if you mist it. It's really up to you. And once it's all dry, once the water is all dry, then it just looks beautiful again. They just look absolutely gorgeous. So Perfect Pearl gives you that beautiful foily look without having foil at all. It gives you that metallic, happiness without having to use an ink, which makes it really nice for using with kids, because you can just dump this into a little bowl, like go to Baja Fresh, have dinner, but then get some of their bowls, and you can dump this into the bowl and let kids play with it because it's not messy at all. And they're $3, $2.99 a pot, less 20%, and it goes a long, long way. You saw I used very, very, very little when I did these, and they came out so pretty. But can you only use it on black paper? No, let's do something else. Let's switch it up a little bit. And I'm going to take off my snowflake and put it back. And this time I'm going to use a Stampendous Birdie, because how cute is that, right? So I'm going to take my birdie and put it on my block. And I'm going to grab, this time I think I will grab a piece of brown paper. Brown sound good to you? Maybe I'll even do, well, let's start with brown and we'll see. Okay, so I've got a piece of brown cardstock, not black. I've got my cute little birdie from Stampendous. Cute little birdie. I'm going to ink him up with my Versamark. And stamp away. So nice all over pressure, but no chest compressions. I want to make sure I get the center. I want to make sure I get this little end down here. I want to make sure I get that little end down there. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Let's see what we've got. There's my watermark. So you know you've stamped it. And then let's bring over some of my colors. So now I am changing my colors. So I'm just gonna whoosh out my brush. Easy peasy. And I'm going to bring over my Forever Red and open that up. And I'm going to bring over my Perfect Gold and my Forever Green. Well then. So I'm going to start with a little bit of my red. And I'm just going to put it back in my lid. And then kind of tap it out of my brush. So I have some, but not a ton. And I'm going to go over my little birdie. Just part of my birdie. I might even do a few of my little berries. Okay. That's it. Now I'm going to tap back in my powder so I don't waste any, and put it away. Then I'm going to get some of my gold and put it in. and then come and do some gold. And I'm just kind of tapping it on. Not too hard. You're dusting it on. So right now it just kind of looks like a hot mess. And then I'm gonna take my gold and put it back into my, so I don't waste any, because a little goes a long way. Then I'm going to take my green and put some green. Okay. Now, this is where the magic happens. Put my green away. Bring over my little dollar store makeup brush. Kind of swirl it around. And then give it a really good rub. And there it is. Now, I could take this and kind of trim this on down. Actually, I'm going to do it while it's still sitting here. I'm going to take, well, no, it needs to be trimmed down a little bit, Stacey. That's a lot. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. I'm going to take my Versamark, whether it be the big one or the small one, and I'm just kind of going to smudge it, kind of all around. Just kind of smudge it. Like you were chalking something or inking something. So I've gone all the way around. Now I can take my red and take my gold and maybe play with the two of them. Put some red in here. Put some gold in here. And kind of hit all the way around. And wherever that Versamark is, my perfect pearl is going to stay. So I'm almost edging, like I'm edging my paper in the perfect pearl. With the beautiful colors. And just kind of blend them into each other. Put my lid back on. And they're all water soluble, so you're able to wash your hands off really easy peasy. Baby wipes are your friends. Baby wipes your friend. Ooh, I got Versamark on my craft mat, so it held right to the held right to the craft mat. Let's give a really good dusting. So that's where I'm at now. And then now I can trim it down to whatever size I want it to be. So it just has a little bit of that frame all the way around. Really highlighting, oh, that was a bad cut. Highlighting the birdie. So it's just not all big old brown. Got my fingerprint right there. Holy smokes, artichokes. Can you see where I'm going? How pretty is that? And all I did was take Versamark, whether it be a big pad, a small pad, it doesn't make a difference. And I just kind of smooshed it all the way around. That way I got rid of some of that brown, but then brought the brown back as the matte so that it really highlights out that metallic finish. So pretty. And okay, what have I used? Some Perfect Pearls, 2 different brushes, a stamp, and some Versamark. This is crafting. If you need to make projects on a budget, Perfect Pearl gives you that wow factor without having the foil machine or the expensive metallic inks. It lets you use easy tools to make something that is just stunning. And then if you really wanted to, let me just tape this down to it really. Oh, and I should spritz it because some people say yes, some people say no. So I add a little bit of spritz. It'll dry. I'm gonna put a little bit of, well, I'm gonna sign the back of this first before I tape this down. So what do you mean sign the back of it? Well, I could take the Versamark pen, which has, oh, I don't know who's calling me, which has a brush tip, kind of a wide tip, and a bullet point tip. Can you see the difference? I could sign Happy Thanksgiving. Take a little of my Perfect Pearl. And brushed it right over the top. Ooh, lots, too much. Too much. Let's see if I can get some of this. No. Okay, so I got way too much on there because I didn't put it in my lid. Let's just dust it off. Way too much. And all my fingerprints on it, but you get the gist. I've got Versamark on my fingers, so you can see that I've left it. But you can see that you can take your Versamark pen and write with it and sign with it. Sign your name, sign Happy Thanksgiving, sign Merry Christmas, and you've got that beautiful metallic without having to even have a stamp to do it. It's pretty rock star and so totally affordable. All right, then, say I'd put that there, I'd put that there. I tape those together, then turn around and it says Happy Thanksgiving. All done, ready to go. So you've got options. You can just stamp and use multiple colors. You can stamp and use single colors. You can write and use your Perfect Pearl. But now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring out some of the wood. So here's our wood ornament. And like I said, they're $1. And I have, actually I think I'll use that one. I have oodles of different ornaments that we'll have online. And I want to say they're all $1 with the exception of the baggie. There's 2 of them. This one I think is $1. This one's $1.25, but look at how big it is. Look at it on my hand, it's huge. And the little baggie of snowflakes, which are super cute, are, I don't know, they're 2 something I think, but you get a ton of snowflakes in them. So got lots of ornaments for you to choose from. I think I'm gonna play with this one. And again, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Versamark it. I'm gonna put Versamark all over that wood. This is gonna We're going to take the little tag off so it's easier for me. There we go. Oh, now which side? Okay, that's the side. Versamark everywhere. And then you decide how you want to color it. What do I have? Oh, Grape Fizz looks good. How about we start with some gold? And you just dust it on. So you're painting without really painting, which means you're not making a huge mess. Great for kids. They can do this, and all you need to have is baby wipes close at hand, no water. And it's going to give them that metallic look. Done. Finished, right? Pretty cool. And then I could add a little bit of gold here. And I have no idea what color Grape Fizz is going to be. Let's see how purpley it is. Take a little bit more. Put it in. My grape going. It's got the metallic. Oh, I need a little grape on the bottom. So cute. And if I wanted, I could take a little bit of my Versamark, and I could maybe put a little bit in the center if I wanted to, right over that gold. And if I wanted to add, let's say, blue just for a huge contrast. A little bit in my lid. Oh, that's a lot in my lid. And now I could change that to blue. And just start making darling Christmas ornaments. So easy. But what if you wanted those separating lines? What if you wanted to draw those separating lines in? How would you do that? Well, you have a couple different options. You could take your Versamark pen and draw a line across. I could draw a line across here, here, and here, and then add another color so it separates it. Or if you really want to, you can paint with these. You're like, what? Yes, you absolutely can paint with these. And oh, let's try, I want to find a color that, well, maybe we'll just do the gold. So if I take out, oh, we got a delivery. If I take out some of my gold and I put it right onto my craft mat. Now, did you see? Oh, we got a big delivery. Have no idea what it is, but woo. Okay, so if we take out some of the gold and put it right onto my craft mat, and then I take some water and I make a paste. I could go in and draw my little lines of separation. I hope it's something good. I have no idea what's being delivered today. That line's a little crooked. But can you see the lines being drawn in across the top here and here? I'm drawing in the detail using my perfect pearl. And then if I wanted to, I could come in and add some more detail wherever I want. If I want the top of this to be gold, I can just paint it. So perfect pearl, even though it's a powder, when you add water to it, mixes to a paint. Now, you can make ornaments like this. You can do this. These are easy peasy. Look at the tree. Let's do the tree really quick because that's the one we're using. Or maybe the snowflake. Oh, I don't know. Which one? Or maybe the okay, pick one, Stacey. No, let's do the tree because the tree looks like fun. Because then the tree goes with the ornament. Okay, so let's take our Versamark. And let's Versamark our tree up. And the Versamark stays wet for quite some time. So if you Versamark it up and then have to go make yourself a cup of coffee or some tea, or your Ring doorbell just went off and you need to go answer it, that's okay. You've got time. And if you have to add a little more Versamark, no big deal because you're going to cover it right up. Now with the tree, let's get rid of some of this blue. So I'm going to just kind of, see, I do it on my hand. I don't want to get my brush wet. You never want your brush wet. You want a dry brush unless you're painting. And you saw I changed the brush. So then let's take some of our perfect pearl. And this is Forever Green. Put it right in my lid. So I kind of have a little palette to work from. And then let's just start to kind of, let's kind of start to spounce. Move some of that down there, and move some of that over here, and move some of that over there, and move some of that there. And I'm gonna leave some open space where the coverage is not 100%. Okay, so I've left some open space because then I'm gonna, Stacey, put my perfect pearl away. I'm gonna bring out my other green. And a little in my lid, and I'm gonna come back in, and where there's open space, I'm gonna add this lighter green to it so that you've got highs and lows and definition. And I'm gonna fill this in with some of this lighter, more iridescent-y green so that it's not all the same color. Kind of blend. So that's where I'm at now. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, let's see if I do better getting this back in my, yeah, I did better. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that white, that pearl color, and same thing. This time I'm just gonna go over the entire thing because this almost acts like a blender where I can just blend the colors in. It almost acts like a blender to these colors so that they all mix and mingle and play well together. And again, it's adding another layer of iridescence to my tree. It looks beautiful. I don't know if the camera can capture just how pretty it is, but it's beautiful. And then depending on what I want to do with it, I could take some of my Aladdin. So I've got my Aladdin. This is Eye Ink Glitter by Aladdin. Okay, why do we like this glitter so much? Because it dries like that. I mean it. It dries like that. Let me grab a piece of paper. Oh, I should probably just wipe this down. Okay, so Aladdin glitter dries in a heartbeat. Comes in this cute little pouch, and the window of the pouch is clear. So the color that you see is the actual glitter. Don't know if you can see it moving in there. So a little bit goes a long way. There's some on my finger. Now, in under 2 minutes, this will be dry. And let's do some on, just kind of tap it. In under 2 minutes. Okay, so this is now, okay, what, maybe 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds? And it's already starting to dry. Do you see it's not moving? If this was Stickles, and we love Stickles, we love Ranger, but if this was Stickles, it would be going everywhere. Look at that. This is why we love Aladdin Eye Ink Glitter, because it dries like that. It's super beautiful and so friendly because you're not waiting overnight for your project to dry. And you can come in and just kind of put it all over your little tree. And you know that it's going to dry super fast so that you're not waiting. So if you needed to do this at at one of your craft get-togethers or at church, you know that when they leave, they're going to take home a finished project because the Aladdin has dried so fast. And I leave it in the, so I didn't even put any like this. I kind of push it up towards the spout, put a little bit up towards the spout, and then I just pick it up. I just put my finger in there and grab some. And I just dab it with my fingers. So pretty. And done. $1. $1 for the wood. And then let's check here. Can you hear that? You know what that's saying? It's saying I'm dry. That's what that's saying, I'm dry. And then you could take little bling if you have all the leftover things you have. Think about your embellishment box that's full of stuff that you just won't get rid of. Buttons and odds and ends of blings. Well, it's a Christmas tree. Put the little buttons all over it. Put some little blings all over it. And that glitter, it's dry. My glitter's dry. My perfect pearl is dry. No fuss, no muss. Honestly, just amazing. Love, love, love. And if we had the little snowflake and we take and we Versamark our snowflake. And yes, you could do both sides. Sure, you could then flip it over and do the other side. Absolutely. Love the snowflake. And then we use the colors we were using before. Take out my green. Wipe my hand. I don't know why I do it on my hand. Maybe that's because that way I can see. It's just really important that your brush stay dry. Uber important, your brush stay dry. And then let's kind of do some white. Ooh, Stacey, put the lid on. Let's do a little bit of, maybe just a little bit of white in the center. A little bit of white. Oh, it does still have some green in it. Okay. And let's come and do our blue. I should have brushed my brush out better, but that's okay. You get the idea. Let's get some blue on here. little palette over there. And if I wanted to, I could paint these. I could get my Perfect Pearl wet and paint them. So I've got some blue going on. And then let's put that back away. You can see how long the powder lasts. It just goes and goes and goes. And now I'm going to bring that turquoisey color over. That doesn't look very turquoisey at all in the little tub. It's kind of meh. But then you put it on your, it's beautiful. Oh, see, too much, but that's okay. We'll just pick it up from my craft mat. So pretty. And just get it all over and blend them together because Perfect Pearls are meant to blend. Pick some up off my craft mat. This would make a super cute magnet. Okay, so I'm there so far. But then I'm going to take that pearl and again just kind of go over, just kind of dust the whole thing in that pearl. It kind of acts like a blender. Oh, right? So pretty. Can you see the iridescence? I can't tell if you can or not. If I wanted to add a little bit more blue, if I wanted it a little deeper, you can go back and you can add a little bit more blue. It's really up to you. You have options. And options that are affordable. But you got to get your order in before the 12th. and then, but wait, there's more. Then I could take the Aladdin. Oh, I don't know. So this is the eyes ink. This is the white. It's kind of like my glitter without glitter. Because then you could take that and you could put that around the edges. So it looked like snow because it's glitter without the glitter. I took some of that and put that around. Kind of dabbed it. So I'm adding some snow to it. But then if I wanted something that had some color to it, ooh. Ooh. I could add a little bit of this too. And just kind of dust it in there. How pretty is this for somebody? Oh my gosh, love, love, love. And if you've got glitter, use your glitter. It'll take a little time to dry, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then I could take this one. This came out of the little pack of them, and I could do this one and put that one right there in the center. And then put a bling in there. Okay, so you can have yourself, you see why this was a fun YouTube, because I knew I would have an amazing time doing it. I knew that, I was sure of that, because it's just easy and successful, and you feel like you're accomplished from the very beginning because the product lets you be creative without having a whole lot of skill, which is kind of important for me. I wonder what is this Forever Blue? Is that, let's see what for it. Oh, What blue is that? That's Jubilee blue. I wonder what Forever blue looks like. Oh, back in my lid, Stacey. So let's do this one in the Forever blue. Oh, look at that blue. That's the color of my nails. Holy smokes, artichokes. That's lovely. And I could put that one in the center, and then a bling on the top, and a magnet on the back, or I could just rope a little bit of ribbon around and up. And I've made somebody just the most beautiful ornament ever. And easy to do. And $1. You can't go wrong for $1. Okay, we played a lot. I made a mess, but really, that just makes your heart happy, right? And look at how easy peasy it cleans up off my mat. That makes my heart happy too. Okay, so we talked about Versamark being able to, oh, see, now you can really see the blue. It's dried. And the black, is this my black? Can you see my black? I can't tell if I can get the camera angle on it right. I've got a couple of them that are done in black. Hopefully you can see my black. The blue looks spectacular, but I can't see if I can get the angle on my black or not. I'm trying. Okay, so you know you can use it as a watermark. Easy peasy, Versamark as a watermark. Then you can stamp and use your Perfect Pearls in just one color. Or you could stamp and use your Perfect Pearls in multiple colors. Or you can stamp on something other than black paper and use your Perfect Pearls, and you can edge them. And somewhere is my Happy Thanksgiving for my mat to finish that off. So pretty. And you didn't foil at all. You just used some powders. And then we played with it. Love the little ornaments. Love, love, love. And we even painted with them. Oh, what could we do? I know we were supposed to be done, but yeah, we were supposed to be done. But what if I took a little bit of my white? Oh, okay. Well, see, that's why. Okay, well, it'll be fine, Stacey. Half my Perfect Pearl came out, but it'll be fine. My brush is wet, so I couldn't stick my brush in. Okay, and I made a powder, or I made a little bit of a paste out of this. And then what if I went in and over my gold? Oh, oh, what if I made snow that layered over the top of the gold? Oh my gosh, this is fabulous. I didn't think about this until just right now, as you can tell, because I just made a mess out of my Perfect Pearl, but it was worth it. I'm making it into a paste, and I'm painting it right over the top of some of my gold, just to make it look like there's snow on the edges. So now you've got the gold glitter and you've got the snow on the tips, and I'm literally just painting it in. A little bit of water, make kind of a paste, and just paint it on in. Now I'm not covering up all the gold because I want that gold to still show. But now, ho, 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 I'm very happy. I could go in there and I could add a little bit of water, and I could do the insides of I could do the star and just have the star kind of white there. This is awesome stuff. And like I said, most of us have had it for quite some time. And it's just been sitting there, waiting for you to come back and remember, hey, I'm here. And for those of you who have never seen it, well, it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to play with. And you really can't make a mistake. What do we think? All right, well, somehow Stacey's gonna have to get all that beautiful, perfect pearl right back in. Okay, well, that's a lot of it, right? Do this. And do that. Oh, yay! Meltdown averted. Because I hate when I waste a product. Oh. And then let's wipe. And then let's, I mean, really, that last minute thought on the snow, on the tree, and the ornament with the white now in the center. It looks like that star is just coming out, and the snowflake. And okay, so let's show samples, because really, well, first off, Perfect Pearl comes in 23 colors. There's 23 of them. Trying to make sure I put my lids on. 23 colors. It used to be more. They've discontinued quite a few colors over the years, but I think we're close to the 23 colors here. They're $2.99, $3 a tub, and then they'll be 20% off. And then of course we've got the Stampendous stamps, and I've got a couple for Christmas that we will put up so that that if you love them, you'll be able to get them. I've got probably 4 sets that we can put up for Christmas. Oh, one more. So we put the Stampendous stamps up. We'll put the Perfect Pearls up. We'll put the ornaments up. And we've got the ornaments at even more than, I think, a 20% discount. And then, of course, we've got all of the Aladdin, which I can't even, I don't know if it comes in 24 colors now. I know that the next range of colors I help select, and we'll be the very, very first to have them. It'll be later in August, but the Aladdin, all of this dries in a heartbeat. The colors are beautiful, it's easy to use, it's friendly, and being that you don't have to wait overnight for it to dry makes life so much easier for us crafters. It really does. I mean, and the colors are just yummy. So we've got the Aladdin that'll be on sale. We'll put the Versamark on sale. Okay, let me show you some of the product. So I think I showed you before some of the ornaments. Love the little wood ones because you can make the cutest little lapel pins with them. All the different ornaments. This is the one we used today, so stinking cute. This is the one we used today, so stinking cute. The tree. So you take your pick, which ornaments do you want to decorate? You can make them into ornaments, you can make them into magnets, you can make them into lapel pins. You've just got options. You can use them for decorations on gift bags. You've got lots of options, and at this price, at about $1 each, you really can afford to give somebody a little something, knowing that, you know, you're on a budget, but they've really been helpful, or they've done kind things for you, and you want to say thank you, but you don't know how. Well, here you go. This will let you do it. This will let you give them a little something from your heart, handmade, that you cared enough about them to do without breaking the bank. Oh, makes my heart happy. Okay, and then we've got the samples. So I'm going to start with the ornaments, I think. Right? Although I happen to like my, all I need to do is put the little red bling on it. And how cute is that? See if I can get them side by side. How cute is that? So ornaments, so the trees, I've got, haha, how beautiful are these? Those were the snowflakes I was using, right? All done with perfect pearl and Aladdin glitter and some leftover, some leftover bling. I think we've had this piece of bling since like 2006, but we just couldn't get rid of it, and now it found its home. Then our stocking, again using perfect pearl, some Aladdin glitter, some bling across the top. And our jumbo ornament, blending those colors. And a little bit of just stickers. They're little stickers that we blinged it up with. We had honorary SMS girl Sally making some of these, and she did a stunning job. How beautiful is that? A little bit of ribbon, tied on a gift bag. Super cute. Put it in an envelope. How gorgeous, right? They're just a little bit of happiness that you're able to create with friends, with youngsters, with your church group, with your crafty group. Even if you made these for a boutique or you donated them, you've got options. So pretty. Okay, then we have card samples. Like cards, yes. Oh, 2 more. Oh no. Oh, how gorgeous is that snowflake? And then Miss Claire fussy cut her little birds out on her winter Christmas tree. So she did the tree with the perfect pearls, and then she fussy cut. So then with the trees again, you've got the 1, 2, 3. So pretty. You decide. How do you want to do them? Super cute. I should hold from the top so you can see. Okay, cards. So this one we stamped, and then we put the gold perfect pearl over on the lines, and then we painted the inside with the perfect pearl. So we stamped with our Versamark, we dusted gold perfect pearl over the whole thing, and then we went back in and painted inside the gold lines with perfect pearl. This one we just stamped and did a little bit of the edge on the outside. I suppose it can go this way. And here again we stamped with the gold, perfect pearled with gold, and then came back and painted all the petals with the perfect pearl by just making it a little bit of a paste. And here we took a background stamp, put our Versamark on it, stamped the whole image, and then just dusted perfect pearl all over it. How pretty is that? And then here we made a card using the cute little bags of snowflakes and our perfect pearl and our eyes ink. And how sweet is that? All right, you guys, I'm gonna tilt up. I'm probably gonna have to, I'm gonna have to straighten out. Let's straighten just a little bit. Oh, there we go. And let's tilt up, and then let's go way back. It is me, Stacey, at Scrapbooking Made Simple, getting ready for the one, the only Shop That Did Not Hop sale starting July 9th at 9 a.m.-ish. So if you love any of this product, get it while we have it on sale, and then get your order in before July 12th at 9 a.m. because then Then it goes to when it ships the time frame as opposed to our regular standard time frame. All of these items will be on sale. They'll all be part of our YouTube Yummy. Come visit us in the store or visit us at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. If you have a local retailer that happens to still carry Perfect Pearls, go get it from them. We have the wood. They might not have the wood items, but if you've got a local retailer that still carries Versamark, go buy it from them. And then if they don't have it, then shop online. But by George, if you're lucky enough to have a mom and pop shop in your neighborhood, go say hello. And what you can't get from them, then go find online. And of course, at Scrapbooking Made Simple. So I will see you, the next time I see you, I will be Elsa from Frozen. Arendelle is coming to sunny California. I can't wait for this event. I can't wait for the sales. When you see the prices, I think you're gonna go, oh! Remember, you must be quick in checking out because your items are not allocated to your order until you hit submit. And just have a great time, you guys. I will see you next week as Elsa from Frozen, and thanks so much for hanging with me. This is Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.